Hello, everyone, and welcome, Aleana. Thank you for being here today. I'm making a joke that this is like the Ultimate Women podcast, and I'm having an interview series with women who've gone through the program. So, Aleana, tell me about your experience in the Ultimate Women program so far. I know you're still enrolled in it.
So far it's been amazing and just changing how I interact with my business, how I interact with myself. I even wrote my gratitude this morning. It's amazing to get like mini coaching calls twice a week that keep me really accountable to my growth and up leveling. And I just feel really humbled by this amazing opportunity to work with coaches.
Beautiful. So you're having some massive growth. Yeah, I know. I mean, that was part of what inspired me to have you on the call. So, let's start from the beginning. Being like, how did you find out about the program?
I first met you through my Akashic record reader, Tien, who recommended that I do tantric breathwork with my husband. At that point, we were in a relatively sexless marriage and I was really frustrated and nothing was working. And so she recommended Tantra for us. And through starting that process, there's been some amazing revolutions in our marriage and just our relationship. And part of that was working one-on-one with you for my feminine coaching as well. And I had seen your emails about the Ultimate Woman and was curious, but also kind of embarrassed to ask about it. And in one of our coaching sessions, you brought it up, but I just felt really honored that you would think of me. So, and then we had the intake, and then I said yes. So that's kind of how we got here.
Amazing. Yeah, you've had some incredible. Actually, I just want to touch light on that for a second. So you literally went from like a sexless marriage to having, I remember you saying, quote unquote, the best sex of your life after going through some of the couple. And how long is like your sessions lasting now?
Like sex?
Yeah.
I would say like a quickie is usually an hour. And longer when we have time. So probably up to like 3-4 hours now.
3-4 hours. Woo! It's like, yes, girl. Yes. I just love tantra and relationship coaching too. But yeah. And so you coming into, so let's say, what were maybe some challenges that you were facing before coming into the Ultimate Woman?
I would say my relationship with my body was one of them, and money and valuing myself as a business and having a business mindset and just changing how I think about money, how I attract goals. Those weren't things I've really thought about. And even with our just looking at it, my 2, 5, and 7-year goals, we kind of were done a couple of ideas. Then nothing was really set in stone. There wasn't a lot of details. So just being a bit more vague on my goals has been one of the things as well.
Yeah. So wanting support with your goals. So now that you're only like week 4 in your journey in the program. But even like week 3 was when, we had a session and I was like, and you told me a lot of great things that have been happening to you since starting the program with your business. Can you share like even just all of those, but let's start with the business aspect. So what improvements have you seen in your business since the program?
So I raised my rates, and in our coaching session, I told Nikki I went from $100 to $120, and she gave me a look at flips. So now they're $150. So I've doubled them by 50. I've added 50% to them, even though I'm thinking of contracts, so prepaying instead of paying at the end of the month after sessions. And I have a difficult client who doesn't always pay on time, so we've even rethought about how we want to structure payments for them and give them a package that they pay up front instead of itemizing things. There's here's what you get, pay up. We've had clients coming out of the woodworks. So I usually get, 2 to 3 phone calls a week from new clients who are coming in. I've had some really amazing interns who are working for me. We've hired another speech therapist starting this summer. We might hire another one. So I'd have 3 working for me. We're in the process of hiring some other allied health professionals to work with us. Our business has gotten so busy that we're moving out of our 1,200 square feet space into a space that's almost 4,000 square feet with 12 offices. And I wouldn't say that it's not even double the price in terms of the rent, which is really amazing. We're moving houses, and just with the program being really specific about what the absolutes are for the house that we're moving. We think we saw when it came up on the market, so we're really excited. It's in the perfect price range for us. Am I missing anything?
Amazing. Yeah. And I think you even told me that you're making 5 times more than your husband now,
Oh
right?
yes, yes. We work. My husband does our. My husband has an accounting degree, so we manage the business finances together. And so we're looking at the spreadsheet, and what I take home is about anywhere, depending on 3 to 5 times more than what he does. And so he looked at me like, "Oh, like my job's kind of a hobby." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." So
Amazing. Yes, beautiful. Really flourishing into the ultimate woman. And even I just want to comment on how you've blossomed. Like your garden is blooming. I remember when Aleana and I would first have sessions, like, your hair would be back and you would just, maybe be like in like a black long sleeve shirt. And now I've seen you come alive through the program and really having your femininity out. And it's so beautiful to witness, even like you're smiling more, you're laughing more. And if just for me, it's a pleasure to witness your transformation in that way. So thank you for blossoming so beautifully and really inspiring this series. Beautiful. So let's see some other questions. So you've already shared so much, like just naturally how your situation has changed thanks to the program. And so how do you feel like overall has the Ultimate Woman impacted your life?
I think the ability to dream and know that it's possible. Instead of, for example, like we're talking about what kind of cars we want. My husband loves sports cars, and so he's debating between like a Porsche and a Lexus right now. I'm like, well, I want a Tesla, so he would have a Porsche. And this the ability to dream and to have fun with it and know that it's all possible. And even my guides come to me this week, like thinking about my business, like take every room and like create like your vision board for every single room in your building, like make it specific because it's all possible. They need to know exactly what that is to bring it to me. So
Beautiful.
just
Yes.
dreaming.
So it sounds like you're speaking to finding that clarity. And it sounds like the process of the program has really supported you in finding that crystal clear clarity to then feel that confidence and certainty to call it in. And it's all coming in. So beautiful. So beautiful. So what is the thing that you've been enjoying the most and benefiting the most from the program?
The daily gratitudes.
Mm. Explain to everyone a little bit about what that is.
So every day I get to write 3 things that I'm grateful for. And it's been really fun shifting my mentality. And even throughout the day, like, okay, I'm going to write about this tomorrow. Like, this was great. I'm going to add this for tomorrow. And on the days where I'm less inspired, just looking around me and seeing what I already have. For example, like a beautiful like rainbow cloud as I'm driving home from work. Like, oh, like that was gorgeous. And that's so lovely that I get to experience that and have the senses to be able to do that. So it shifted my mentality to that like abundance and just gratitude and just overwhelming awe for the life that I live.
Beautiful. Yeah. And that we all share ours together. Right. And
Yeah.
so that's part of what makes it unique versus like, yeah, we can all have a gratitude practice, but it's different when you're sharing it with other women on the rise. Because what I've witnessed so many times is that through each other's gratitudes, we're like inspiring each other, like, oh my gosh, like I love that too. Or, and so many times we're commenting on each other. So it really helps to develop our sisterhood too. So thank you for bringing light to that. So what would you say to other women who might be like considering, like they're thinking about being a part of the Ultimate Woman, but they're not sure, they maybe have heard about it or seen it, or maybe they went through the Ultimate Woman Uprising cheat sheet? Like, what would you say to them if they're kind of like on the fence?
It's worth it. And there's so many small shifts and massive shifts. And even thinking back to myself, who was kind of curious, I think that curiosity was a sign that I needed to do it. So just jumping in, that's kind of how we approach this whole up-leveling journey is someone will give us advice, we trust, and okay, no idea what we're doing, but sure, let's go do it. So can I share about Tantra and how what we thought it was?
Yeah, totally. Please share whatever you feel inspired to share.
So when we were told to like do tantric breathwork, I didn't tell my husband what it was. I'm like, we're doing this thing, it's important for our marriage, like we're just gonna go do it. I had no idea if we needed to like have sex on this call and be naked. I didn't know what the coaching looked like. I was like, we're just gonna show up clothed and see where it goes from there. So we truly had no idea what we were signing up for. But we've never had sex in the call. It's been great so far. It's been all closed. But just showing up without expectations and just being prepared, just being ready for whatever comes, I think has been amazing. And every module in the Ultimate Woman so far has just been like amazing, kind of like beautiful to see the other women going through it, and just having that community of people who have similar questions or different questions that inspire you and just ask you to think. I think it's been really amazing.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So just so you guys know, when we go through tantric couples coaching, you are not naked. You do not have sex on the calls. I just want everyone to know that. We do share about tips for sex, but you're not naked. So thank you for clarifying that for everyone. And yeah, I think you're speaking to a lot of great points of just that the transformations happen. And it's so powerful to be in a container with a methodology that really works. And it's worked for women over and over again, no matter the diversity of the women, no matter what their challenges are or problems are before they come in, there's resolution and solving. And I want to also bring light to a big part of I feel your blossoming has come from the activation of your sexual energy. So and now you're just like, it's like all that life force is just flowing through you. And so like in nature, you are like a blossoming flower. So it's beautiful to witness that you being a testament to the work. So thank you for showing up. And I know that it can be challenging sometimes to like look at these parts of ourselves, and you've done such a beautiful, graceful job at stepping into the truth of who you really are. So congratulations on that. So is there anything else you would want others to know about the program, about the journey?
I think it lives up to its name. You really get the opportunity to step into who you are as your ultimate woman, and watch others live along the process. I think it's just amazing.
Beautiful. And I love how you said that. It gives you the opportunity to step into your ultimate woman, because it's true. It's going to be different for every single woman. And the truth is it supports you in your process and your truth and your goals. So I think that was really beautifully said. I'm gonna quote you on that. And then lastly, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you recommend it?
Like 10. I think a 10 if you're willing to show up and do the work. If you're wanting someone to coddle you or kind of like meet you where you're at, but then not actually ask you to grow. Like I know in our business coaching sessions, Nikki will look at me like, you're doing what? Excuse me. So like, oh, or even like we'll message before a session and she'll be like, we'll talk about that. I'm like, oh, that was a no-no. So I need to grow. So I want to grow and change. I think if you're really wanting that, ready for someone to kind of show you yourself as a mirror and ask you to step up or change, then I think 10 out of 10.
Yeah, actually, thank you for bringing light to that, because I'm definitely, as you've experienced, I am not the coach for you. If you want to stay a victim, if you want to complain, nope, that's not me. There's a lot of coaches I know out there that'll be like, yeah, great job. Whereas I'm going to see the things that can really be up leveled or shifted, or where you're not living your fullest potential, and call you on it in a loving way, because I know you can do it. So in a way, it's like, that's why women go through the massive transformations, because they can do it. And I feel that I am simply that mirror. I like to say I'm the fairy godmother, because even if you think about it, in Cinderella, the fairy godmother was not for, like, she was like, no, I'm sorry, you can't have after 12. Like, it's 12 o'clock, So having these like boundaries and this structure is the kind of fairy godmother that I am. So, and it's all to support our greatest becoming. So Thank you, Aleana. Thank you so much for being here today and for saying yes to the Ultimate Woman program and also to this interview series. It's been such a gift and so inspiring to witness you evolve. And it's like every week it's more and more and more. So it's like, wow. So thank you. All right, everyone. Bye for now, and we'll see you soon.